Hey guys, here to do another review today. This time it is on a deluxe Insecticon figure, namely this guy. Chopshop is his name. It's either one word or two. I'm gonna say it's one word, but you know, who knows. As you can see, a very nice kind of brown scarab beetle, and he does have die-cast metal in him, which is his body. And are his legs die-cast? No. Well, the main bit you can see at the moment is the main body bit here, which is all die-cast metal, and the bit on the back there, which is die-cast metal. Now, this guy I think is pretty cool. He does have a few problems, but we'll go into that later. We'll talk about the problems he has in this mode, mainly his stickers, because of the type of stickers he comes with and the condition of the figure. The stickers don't desperately look good on him and have begun to go a little yellow and peel, which, you know, is never a nice thing. But they are quite rare figures from what I've been told, and unfortunately again with mine, he is very, very dirty, and these little legs are very, very loose. I'm gonna put that down to the care and conditioning of the seller, good seller. But he is quite a nice figure. Definitely looks like a scarab and works well with the Insecticon figures, even though he's not quite as he doesn't look like he'll straight away go in with them. You can definitely tell he's, you know, he's a nice figure. I'm gonna we're gonna go into the detail part of the video now. Obviously see he's got little bits of detail that's quite nice. Then we'll move on to the robot part. So until then, I shall see you later. Okay, so here is Chopshop in his scarab mode. As you can probably see already, he looks like a much better disguised beetle than say Shrapnel, who, you know, stands out and says, okay, yes, I am a robot with all his robotic parts. Chopshop has a lot more of an organic feel, mainly because he's brown, of course, and the legs, and he doesn't look so technological because these big claws kind of look a bit more organic. And he also has eyes, which I forgot to mention, at the side of his head, which is again a nice little bit of detail. We turn it around, you can see these legs with little bits coming out of them, and little shaping here to give it a little kind of feeler, clingy bit there. Don't know how to describe it really. There's his rub symbol there. Interesting enough, these big back panels kind of look a bit like jets, or it's some kind of strange detail that added to them. But if they are jets, it'll get some good proportion out of that, I suppose. But whatever. We'll just turn him round a bit more. Same on the other side. Another big red eye there on the orange, which formed part of his hand. Then we look at him from the front. This is obviously his head, but I assume that this bit here is meant to be like a little jaw or something, and this is him with his mouth open, I assume. All in all, very nice. We'll look at it from the top as well. You know, quite nice, but nothing special. The bottom I won't show you because you can probably tell it's not going to look too good. Next we'll move on to the robot mode, and well, the detail part of the robot mode. Unfortunately, with this guy, he does have two accessories: a gun, which I'll probably show you next anyway, and a little close combat weapon, which you'll see closer anyway. The weapons don't store anywhere on this robot mode, unfortunately. Sorry, in this insect mode, unfortunately, but what can you expect? G1 figures usually have a lot of spare bits of stuff lying around anyway. So I'll see you for the next part of the video. And we're back, and here is Chopshop in his robot mode. Quite a nice robot mode. Does look very insect and everything. Not a lot of motion at all. I mean, the legs kind of move forward about to there really, then they kind of move back to about there, and they do bend at the knee, but that's for transformation purpose really only. The arms only move in and out really, and that's very, very loose, unfortunately. You can just sort of balance them like that, which is quite good. All in all, he does not have a lot of movement, but then again, not many G1 toys do. and I've found out that he doesn't have any other die-cast bits. It's just this front part, not these bits, just the bit underneath, like his chest and stuff. I do like his face a lot, but we'll talk more about that in the detail part of the review. Even though, say, these legs do look a bit kibblish, I can tolerate them because, you know, he's supposed to transform into an insect, and like Tarantulas from Beast Wars, who has all the legs everywhere, it's fine because you know he's a spider and it works to his advantage. Thing I don't like too much are these big bits on the side of his legs, and they don't close because of the way the leg this is shaped and the way the legs are formed. However, you know, I suppose they do give his legs a bit more oomph to them, maybe, but I'm not too fond of it personally. And again, I really like these giant mandibles that coming out of his shoulders, make him look very cool and threatening, kind of shrapnel style, but because they're both based on scarab beetles, you can again understand it. I'll go ahead and show you his weapons because the deluxe Insecticons, as him and the other three are called, they came with two weapons, one close combat weapon and one laser. This is his close combat weapon, which is quite a nice little halberdier thingy, which you can slot in his hand, but because he can't move his arms up or down, it is a bit annoying. And his brown blaster to go with his brown colour scheme, which again is quite nice. The colours on this guy, well, you can see he's got more orange to him now, and it does kind of clash, but when you have him against the other deluxe Insecticons like Venom and Ransack and Barrage, Barrage I think, he does look quite nice because they're all very kind of green and yellow, or yellow, orange and black, or green, orange and white, you know, so he does fit in well with them. We'll go into the detail part of the video and we'll conclude this. I'm thinking this is going to be quite a short video, so I'll see you in a moment. And here is Chopshop in his robot mode, obviously. We'll zoom in a bit to his face to give you a look at his cool, interesting little face. Obviously with these orange highlights, which aren't just things that go straight up into the air. No, they do kind of bend, go further back and then up, which is quite nice. And he's got this cool little mouthpiece, which I like as well. Not a whole lot of single detail, like there is a bit there, and he's got these little indented lines around there, which is quite nice. And you can see here his Decepticon insignia sticker has gone to shit, basically. And he does have some like chipping around here where the paint's gone, but you know, that's because he's an old figure and I got him fairly cheap for a deluxe Insecticon. As we look, well, we'll have a quick look at the hands. As you can see, the little legs there and him holding the arm, sorry, the halberdier. One problem with mine in particular is this arm is quite loose and it does flop down a lot more than this one, and I can't tighten it up for some reason, which is quite annoying. When you tighten it, it just tightens up this bit here. There's obviously some kind of pin connecting through the chest piece to the screw in the back with the arm attached, but you know, what can you do? Looking down the figure, as you can see right there, that is where the sticker is kind of peeling off, and there's his insignia. We've talked about the detail on these bits anyway. Not much feet detail, but there are supposed to be some stickers that kind of go in there. So, you know, whatever. I picked him up for about, I think it was about, I'm going to say £15. And deluxe Insecticons can usually go up to about 20s, 25s. These are all in pounds, by the way, so, you know, I got quite a nice deal. Not awesome, but he's definitely good G1 figure. He looks good with your collection. I'd say pick him up myself, but you know, that's just me. I hope this was an interesting review, and I'll see you guys, well, whenever I get something new in. So see